Hey, NFL Playbook crew here with you, Rhett Lewis and my Exo Maestros, the Super Bowl champ Sean O'Hara and Coach Brian Billick. Hello. Taking a look at this AFC South matchup between the Texans and the Jaguars. And Coach, I tell you what, we started to see some of those electric plays that we expected from Deshaun Watson over this 3-game win streak, but they got to find a way to limit those interceptions. He's thrown 7 so far this year.
Yeah, he's begun to look a little like the young player that he is. We were so excited about the growth of Deshaun Watson last year, and he's showing those signs, but the turnovers are going to kill them right now, particularly as they go down the stretch. They're going to face this Jalen Ramsey-faced defense, and he's got to be careful. He's thrown 8 straight games where he's had at least 1 pick. He had 3 turnovers last week, 2 picks and a fumble. He particularly struggles under pressure. 2 of his interceptions this last week came against pressure, and he's had 4 picks versus pressure compared to 0 touchdowns. So clearly that's going to be something he's got to deal with. Jacksonville's not a particularly a pressure team. They can get enough pressure with just their 4 down guys, but you got to think that they're going to dial up a few pressures on him to see if they can get some more turnovers.
Yeah, Coach, Jacksonville does a great job. Even if it's not a sack, they force those hurried throws, and that's what leads to those turnovers. Nobody's given up more pressures than the 2 tackles for the Houston Texans, so that's a big factor. But for the Jacksonville Jaguars, I'm not worried about their defense bouncing back. I'm more concerned with their offensive identity. What got them to the AFC Championship game last year was running the football and being physical up front, and they're getting away from that. They lost a game where Blake Bortles threw for over 400 yards. Think about this. They still don't have a 100-yard rusher yet this season going into week 7. I know they're banged up at the running back position, but I think they've got to go back to the basics. We're going to run the ball on 1st down, run the ball on 2nd down, throw the ball to our tight ends on 3rd down, and then if we have to punt, we're going to rely on our defense. That's the identity that won them football games. They need to get back to that. They've had a lot of injuries up front. They lost both left tackles in Cam Robinson and Josh Wells. They had to sign Eric Flowers from the Giants, who couldn't block the doorway. And I think that's one thing that has probably stymied their progression up front. But they need to get back to that. They've got to keep their defense off the field, do a better job, and help Blake Bortles out on 3rd down.
All right, excited to watch the Texans and Jags at 1 o'clock Eastern time kick there in Duval County. We'll see you back here on Wednesday. Bring your playbook at 6:30 Eastern.